think about hello. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this party during which we will try to mob program without killing each other on a code base, taking turns every 5 minutes. We will see how it goes in live. So, here we are, four of us, each in the comfort of their home. Okay. Yo, Ferdinando, Victor, and Ralph. We will be working together on a piece of code to see how it goes. As we decided to leave the conclusions and the lessons learned for the end. So, without further, we just have to tell you a few words about each of us. So, I will let each of you folks to introduce yourselves. So, welcome, Ralph.
Yeah, hi, my name is Ralph Klemmer. I'm from Germany. And actually, I'm a Java developer since years, and I'm quite curious about everything that is related to agile and programming in general. And what I do in my normal daily business, I'm a coach for teams when it comes to agile and technical things. And my main passion is to grow high performance teams. That is what I'm doing.
Super cool. Super cool. That's what we all want. Now, next, Ferdinando, welcome. Please.
Welcome. Yeah, I'm Ferdinando from Italy. I'm a former software developer, now agile coach and technical coach. I'm doing my job as a consultant, as a freelance consultant. I work with Agile Reloaded. That's a company here in Italy doing agile coaching. And yeah, I'm ready to start with code.
Super cool. Good. All right. So, Jov, hi.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jov. I am not still any coach, particularly like the others, but I am having my own tester and development screencast on YouTube. I mainly focus on XP practices. And my main focus at this point is Android, and I mainly work with Kotlin. So let's see what we are gonna do with Java in this session with these awesome people.
Perfect. So, challenge accepted. Okay, welcome Kotlin. Good. Sorry for being Java. Okay, good. And me, my name is Vitorenta. I founded this community that we have, for which we stream this today. So almost 4,000 people out there in this lovely community. I'm on Twitter, I have a website, and I have a YouTube channel on which you can find the recordings of many of these events. So, 16 years of Java, and now for 8 years I'm doing trainings for companies for a living. This is what I do. This is what I just did today. So, without further wasting time, I will start my sharing, and I will invite Ralph to tell us a bit about this. We will use a tool to coordinate us.
So yes, we are, because we are in a mob and quite a lot of people, at least 4, we need some plan. Who's next? Who will be next? And we are using mob time for that. It's a free tool. And we already added our names here. So this is all of us. And we decided to switch every 5 minutes, which means for example, that a driver is getting a navigator next. The driver is the typist, a navigator says what to type. And the mob is observing and helping if possible. That's basically the tool. And we all have access to it to just see where we are.
All right. One important detail, we decided together to go very hardcore on this one, so we said to use what is known to be strong style pair programming, which means that the one who is the driver, the one who has the hands on the wheel on the keyboard is not allowed to do anything without discussing it with the navigator. So the navigator will be coordinating but not touching any code, while the driver will just type the stuff. And they will have a discussion in between them. Let's see how this goes. So,
right.
Anything else? There is a Git location I shared with you in the chat if you care to see what happens, but you can focus right here. So, are we set? Yes?
Yes, set.
All right, let's go.
Then we
Let's
start
see.
the turn.
There we start. 5 minutes, and I will be telling Ralph what to do, what I don't like about this code. We have a test running. So the first thing I don't like, I myself will use IntelliJ heavily. So I see a lot of yellow things. The first thing that I will focus is fixing the obvious yellow problem. So it's an array list of players equal array list. Can we make it a list of? And I'm missing the generics in there. I think that's why it's yellow. So let's see if you can add what's added to this list of players. It's an array list of what? Of strings. Okay. So in this definition, line 8, yes, we will say list of string. List of string. Okay, and then after the new, I think we need to use the diamond notation to yeah, exactly. Perfect. All right. It will be great if we could make all these fields private. Would anything break if we do that? Let's try.
Let's try. I just remove these, that it's easier for me.
Ooh la la! What was that? What did you press?
It's Alt on Windows
Alt.
and Option on Mac, and the mouse. You can.
And then what? Drag the
Slide
mouse or something? Alt and drag. Super cool. Okay, I managed to do it myself.
Multi-cursor.
Perfect. Now, what else happens here? Why is it all yellow? What's wrong with players? I'm curious. The line 9 exactly. Player may be final.
Maybe final.
Can you alt enter this variable? Is there any way you can tell IntelliJ to fix everything? Here, press right. No. Yeah, maybe, and then places. Go for places.
Yeah.
Alt enter on it. Press right. The right. And then fix all problems in file. Can we do that? Let's see.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Then let's see. Line 22. Add last. Line 23. Yellow. Why are they yellow? I'm curious. What's wrong? Generics. We are missing generics. Oh, by the way, the voice of conscience. Can we run the test again, please?
Sure.
Can we rerun the test just to make sure we didn't break anything? Yes, it's still green. Now, why is it yellow over there? Because what? Because pop questions, I guess, doesn't have a type, a generic. If you can, yeah, add the types for that. Perfect. Linked list. Oh, perfect. J, my favorite. Linked list of string. And at the end, then, oh la la, I like it. Perfect, excellent. All right, what else? Let's see. It's something strange about line 33. Am I seeing double or is there an extra line?
This
23? No, 23. 23. I think it's an extra parenthesis out there, huh?
Yes.
Can we remember? Oh, perfect. Excellent. The same above, even below. Yes. And then why do we have a string concatenation and then a method call? What's the trick? What am I missing? Someone just wanted to be smart. Okay, destroy the function. Destroy the function. Inline it. Thank you. Inline the function. Perfect. You notice something in line 29 that's grayed out. Why is it grayed out?
Not used.
Ooh la la. Oh my God. Well, are we lucky or what? Excellent. Good. So then player boolean add. And I'm adding. Let's have a first pass through the code to see anything that catches our eyes. Nothing obvious there for me. Just see anything strange or so. If, a big if. Oh my God. All right. Wait. What's this 11? There's an 11 thing. Oh, equal. Oh my God. Equal between string. Oh my God. Equal between string. Alt enter. Please alt enter.
Yeah.
God help us all. Alt enter. And then try to press that thing. Exactly. Perfect. Thank you. Amazing. Enter. Great. Anything else? So there's a lot of code that just one screen above. Scroll a bit up. Here, a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything that repeats? Anything that can extract? I don't like that. Line is 56. Should we make it a single line? I mean that thing. It's a bit confusing for me. I mean, it takes a lot of space and for nothing really. And you can you do the same in line 70, a bit below. Hey, it's the same string, isn't it? That's the same string. Can we try to extract that? Is really the same code? Can we try to extract that line? Let's give it a try. Try to press enter. This is what happens. no exact method duplicate found. What if you say accept? What happens?
Time's over.
Oops. Time's over. Okay. All right. Now, you'll commit the code in its shape right now, and you will become the boss, the navigator. In the meantime, Ferdinand, can you please share the screen over?
Yes, of course. Share screen.
Please. And when Ralph tells us, yeah, I think
Yes, you can
he
take
already
over the
pushed.
screen.
It's pushed, right? And I think you can also pull, Ferdinand.
Yeah, I'm pulling.
Excellent.
Well, here we are.
Is
Make the test run. So tell me, Ralph, what do you want to do?
Yeah, let me first start your turn. So, Victor was looking if we have a perfect match for the system out print line. I'd like to skip that for this very moment. Can you just remove some empty lines that are not necessary? Line 63, 65, the easy stuff.
Okay.
Then also 70, just a minor code cleanup that we can gather what's going on here. Okay, can you jump to the very top?
Okay.
Because I remember as a driver, I was irritated by linked list as a type. Can you try to change it just to list?
Okay. So
you can take all of them.
okay. You want to move this linked list to a common list?
Yeah, just replace it by using the interface list.
Okay.
You can, yeah.
What can I do in one shot? Do
You can, you're on Windows, I think it's Control G.
Control?
No, it's on Mac, it's Control G. Alt J on Windows.
Oh, okay. With the okay.
Mark linked list and press Alt J. Yeah, you get a bit too much.
Yeah.
We need linked list in at the no linked list. New linked list there.
Okay.
Linked E and B is missing.
Yeah. Easy on me. Yeah. I'm not a Java champion like Victor. And the thing was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this now led to some compile errors, but I'd like to fix them. Actually, personally, linked list is, in my experience, not that much used, and I like to program against interfaces or against abstractions and not use implementations. At last, actually, this is the same as just using add. So replace at last with add.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we have any other errors? Yeah, seems so. Can you scroll down, please?
Yeah.
Remove first. List has also a remove, a normal remove. Can you just show us the methods for remove?
Okay, if you do remove, I think we need to specify an index.
Yeah, that should be 0.
Okay, so 0.
Should be very much the same as remove first. Okay, and take all of them, replace all of them, yeah.
No.
Just remove first, yeah.
Remove and then 0. Okay.
Exactly. And please run the test.
Okay. All green. You're safe.
Cool. Because you're just at this method ask question, I'm missing parentheses here. Can you add them, please, with Alt Enter?
Okay.
Yeah.
Enter. Add braces.
Add braces, yeah.
This way. Okay, nice.
All of them.
Oops.
There's one missing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Let's check. That is, I need to find a new goal. But I can ask my mob colleagues. What is your suggestion? What should we do?
Maybe you can try addressing the other things that are sort of yellow at the edge of the file, where the scroll bar is. I think the IntelliJ is also highlighting them. So maybe you can try addressing those. Like, for example, in the add function here, the first line says players.add player name, and it's highlighted. So if you alt enter it, maybe you can see what's going on.
Okay.
The function below.
I heard the ring.
It was a duck. Okay. Excellent.
Okay. So pusher, comment and push.
Yes. And who's next?
Okay, get push.
Next, Joff is driver and Ferdinando is navigator.
Okay.
Federico asked the critical question. Sorry to intervene. Do we know that we have tests? Yes. I forgot to mention this. We have tests that cover every single bit of file.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We are losing you, Victor.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start.
Where were we?
I saw some magic numbers. I really don't like magic numbers in code. So if you go to line 23, for example, no, 21 to be honest.
It looks like the refactorings were not reflected on my side for some reason.
Why are you in the right branch? Yes.
Well, wait, which wait, maybe I'm having different class. Yeah, this is the one. Sorry, I had opened different class.
Yeah,
let me run the tests.
The game class and not the game battle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which line?
Yeah, 21. I see number 50. I don't like magic numbers. I want to address this. What is this? I think that maybe is the number of cells we have in. This is a trivia game, as you already guessed, maybe. I think that that one is the number of cells of our game. So please extract a variable or a constant. Better.
I don't think that's the number of cells. I think that's just the number of questions in the questions deck. I think the number of cells is 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Okay, so extract this variable, call this the number of cards in deck. Okay, nice. This way I learned a new thing about the game. I wasn't aware about this number. Okay. Okay, I saw some other magic numbers here and there in the code. I remember 12 and 11 somewhere.
Yeah, here, there.
Okay, so there's a method called roll. I think that is the roll of the dice. I don't know. I'm trying to guess. I think that maybe this is the number of cells, of places. So extract this 12 number and yeah, call it the last place. I can guess a better name right now, but yeah, to me it's just there is another one Okay. To me, it's important to replace magic number with constants that add some meaning to numbers.
So let me try to maybe replace all occurrences then.
Yeah.
There is what was the name? Last place. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Call it last place for now. I can guess a better name. Yeah. Then.
May I do a suggestion, Ferdinando?
Yeah, please.
I know from reading the spec that last place actually, the 12 is the number of places of the game.
Okay.
So this is maybe there we find a better place, name.
Okay.
Like number of something, number of.
Okay. How can we call it? Please help me. Number of
cells? Number of cells. I think you mentioned such a name.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, okay.
Number of cells is good to me. Then I'm running out of time, but I see the same line of code. There's a number 55, 56. If places and blah, 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 it's the same even at line 67, I think, looking at my noise. So we can extract a little method there, but yeah, maybe it's a job for the next navigator.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
We are running out of time.
So commit, and I think I will be typing, yes. I'll wait for your commit, and I should share over. I'm right, so yes, I am the driver, I will be sharing and typing.
You're the driver, Job is the navigator.
All right, perfect, Job. I'm yours, but let's wait for Ferdinando to. Did you push to me?
Yeah, I pushed.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. So let's just wait a second, and we're done. All right.
Let's get. I think we were in the roll function. Then we have this another magic number 11, which seems to me that if this is number of cells, we can extract 11 to something like last position or last cell, maybe.
Like last cell.
Yeah, last cell.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can move towards extracting a function for this line. That was suggestion from the previous mob.
Mm-hmm.
And it highlights the line, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, leave it extracted or maybe name it full. I don't know what it does for now. Yeah, we can extract them all then.
Let's see what happens first.
Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. Where is my function extracted?
Let's see extracted. Yeah.
That's not what I wanted. No. Undo. Wrong move. Again. Where were we? Here. And this line was identical to this. Let's try to extract just this. Extract it. And let's try to keep the signature. There is a bug in IntelliJ. I'm not kidding. It happens once every 5 years when the moon aligns with Earth. So it's the same syntax, but IntelliJ doesn't detect it's the same syntax. But we can see. So can I extract the function and call the function in the other place also?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, let's do that. And then run the tests to make sure we didn't break.
We have tests. Keep original signature. Now just extract it. Now we have to understand also.
Yeah, then let's open the function and see what's happening in there.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
If places current player is greater than the last cell, places is so it sort of brings it back on the first cell, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But only if it's on the last if the player is at the last cell, only then it moves it back on the first position, I think. So then maybe extract another function from the thing that is inside the if and name it move to the first position.
But is it first position?
Or go to, well, I think so, because is the last.
First would be 0, right? I'm wondering. It's not really 0 over here.
Yeah.
What am I saying wrong?
No, I think you are reasoning well. Places current player, but if the current is greater than the last cell, then minus number of cells, so its number of cells is 12. And greater than last cell is 12, so it should be, yeah. So
wait. You mean greater than 11? Wait a second. Something is... Isn't just a coincidence that this is 12 and this is 11?
No, I think that's part of the game rule. Part of the setup.
So, sorry, we were here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can reuse number of cells and get rid of last cell.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Let's replace last cell with number of cells minus 1 and then in line.
Okay, perfect. Let's see what happens.
And then run the tests and make sure.
Run the tests. Always run the tests. Thank you. Always run the tests. Good. So
yeah.
Green.
Number of cells minus 1. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if we can find something more interesting to focus on.
Okay.
I don't know how to name this function. Maybe the other people can, like, if they're having better suggestions.
That could be like reset could work. Reset. Wait, someone's proposed reset, I think.
Yeah,
reset.
Let's name it reset.
Reset what? What's that? Place.
Reset player.
Place. Player place. Huh? Does it work?
Yeah.
Reset player place. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go back to the first cell.
Go back to the first cell. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if is it first.
Not true.
Can I propose a simple change, a very simple change? Instead of doing equal to plus, to place a minus equal, like this.
Yeah.
Would that work? All right.
Let's run the test to make sure we didn't break it.
Sure. So we have this reset player place called in twice. What next?
Yeah. So it is. Is it the line above the same?
Let me check.
So if it's
I
the
think
same,
so.
we can also extract the function.
Okay. Do you want me to extract one more function, or should I move this line inside of the existing one?
Yeah, move it inside the existing
Okay,
one. Well,
perfect. Or what do you think?
I think maybe we can extract first one function, then call it from the other, and then maybe line.
To make a function instead of this, and then calling that function from here?
Yeah, and then in line if we feel so. Because, like, smaller steps to be safer in the refactoring.
Yes, but unfortunately IntelliJ doesn't detect that it's the same syntax. So I totally agree with the style, but here we have a bug in IntelliJ. Latest version, I just updated it today, so sorry. But let me do exactly what you said. Probably 2 weeks from now this would work. So it will replace automatically. And then you say, call this function from inside reset player place, like this.
Yes.
Which would allow me to remove.
But then you have to remove those, yeah.
Yes.
And then
run the test. Run the test. Perfect.
What's the compiling error? Yeah.
What's the role?
So then undo.
You have to pass the role parameter.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, change signature, maybe. Yeah.
Change signature. I found it easier to type it as this. I know I understood what you said, but it's easier for me to do just.
Okay. No worries. You're the smart typist.
I'm the smart typist.
Yeah.
You will just tell me what to do. I will do it for you.
Okay, you pass the role. Now you call the function role, and then let's rename ff into
Just a second, it moved here.
Yeah,
FF.
where is the FF? Yeah, FF is like move to position 4.
I think it time's up.
Time's
if I'm not
over,
mistaken.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good. I'll commit. Okay. Well, I'll commit. And who's next? Ralph will be the
I'm driver,
typist, and
yeah.
I'll be
And the next
all right.
driver.
Good. Now, what's that? It's done. Good. And you can share the screen
Yeah,
and
just
push.
update.
Excellent. So we did one round. We are back at the first. So we are
Yeah.
now. Since I typed this
agreed.
stuff, okay. Since I typed this stuff, wait, something is wrong with the mob time. It's again doing this thing. So I am the driver. Anyway, let's start. Make it messed up. While I typed FF, I wonder how to name FF. What would that mean? Like add role to nah, and it's very little. When I was typing that, I wondered, what is it too little to extract? How would I name it really? What add role to place? That's not really makes. It's too little to extract. So let's destroy the function, inline the function.
Right?
Command Alt N, inline the function.
Yeah.
N, yes, exactly. Good. Reset, but now the function is no longer reset. It's something like a move. Yes, Luca, indeed. Something like a move. Let's rename move. Not enough. Move what? Move player. Because if I advance the player place, I'm actually moving the player. All right. Sounds okay. One more thing here. Line 78. Am I wrong, or what type does this places have? It's an array of what? Array of integers. If an integer is greater strictly than a number, can't we put greater or equal and remove the -1?
Let's try
Run the
that.
test, please. Run the test.
Yeah. They are green.
Okay. Wow. Right. And if you can make the code on 77 more compact, like plus equal, if you just alt enter the equal, I think it's good enough. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Move player. Makes sense. What else do we see? Let's scroll a bit up. What do we see? I remember we made a string concatenation that was identical to another one. Can you get me there? Is getting out of penalty box. I think that's the place. Is it identical? This thing that we're doing there, is it identical with?
Not really.
Not really. What's different?
Here's a not.
It's not. Oops. Almost. That was close. Good.
But here's something.
Okay. All right.
And maybe
But
this
then,
one too.
wait, and they are followed by ask question. Now, what do you know? It won't match because you have tabs. Try to search each line by one. Is the first one identical? Yes. It's the second one. Yes. The other one are obvious. So can you extract all of the three things in a single? Oh, and the move player is also there. Hey, we have 4 lines.
Let me get these things together.
Yes.
So you mean I should extract these 4 lines?
Yes, because they are identical to something interesting happens over here. So let's extract it. How to name it? Let me give move player, and then new location, and then the category, and then ask question. Move and ask. Can you put I don't know, or leave extract? Just leave extract. Exactly. Perfect. Excellent. Oh. So in your case, it works. You're intelligent, knows to detect duplicates. Thank you. Okay.
Sometimes.
Now, if in penalty, I'm looking how to name this method, and I see that it is run on the else branch at line 63, but I wonder, what does that mean? It means it's not in penalty box. Well, to me, to be in jail in penalty box is a special thing. So if you are not in penalty box, can we name this function run regular turn or default role. Why? Maybe. What do you think? I'm on the else branch. Does it make sense? So it's not in penalty. What else can I name it? Like
Regular
roll.
turn. I like regular turn personally.
Regular turn. Okay, so or regular roll. It's better. Regular roll. All right. Good. Then because the if is so heavy and the else is so simple, what do you think? Should we invert the if? Maybe. I mean, if you alt enter on the if, you can invert, and then we could return, right? Would that make sense? Do you like it, or what do you think? Does it make sense to do that? Or
I don't know.
nah, not convinced, huh? Not convinced yet.
Not yet. I use
Not yet. Okay, undo. Doesn't help
Okay.
much understanding.
I use guard close, but in this time I'm not yet convinced.
It's not a guard, official guard. Oops, that was a duck. All right, so
Okay.
should push.
Sure. Done.
Who's next now? So you will be the navigator, and I think Ferdinando is the driver.
Yes.
Driver.
Perfect.
I'm going to share my screen, and here we are.
All right.
Let's
Okay,
go.
give me a second. Did you already update?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We were at this if for the penalty box. I don't have a very good idea at the moment, but I have seen something different. Can you move slightly up? It's about this add function. As I understand it, can you show us who calls add?
Yeah, it's Control B.
The usage of it.
Usages.
Yeah, just step into this play game. Yeah, that's or the test, doesn't matter.
Yeah, you have a play game class that calls the method here.
So when this belongs to the initial setup of the game, whenever I add a player, this thing is called. Let's get back to game better.
Yeah.
Interesting is, in my opinion, that we need one player is added, and we need to do 4 initial sets. We add this player, and we do something with places, purses, whatever that is, and penalty box. This violates single responsibility principle. Maybe we should think about introducing a class called player.
Because they change together. That's the reasoning, right?
Yes, I want to change all of these together. Can you create a new class? Maybe just on top or in this file. So public static class inside of Game Better.
Okay, an inner class. So
yes, the inner class called player.
So
public static class player.
So help me. Okay.
And maybe make it static as well, so we make sure it doesn't hold references.
I had the memory leak about this last year. So public static class.
Okay. Now I didn't get it. So static.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I remember in the add method, we are adding always the player name. So we are completely confident the player has a name. So please add the member name. It's a string.
Okay. So
private string name.
Okay. Private string name. String maybe this way. Okay.
and then step back to the add method.
Okay. And the method is
A bit higher.
little bit higher. Okay.
You could maybe
Yeah,
put the class
higher,
next to the
higher.
method, so it will be easier.
Yes, there we are. There's the add. Oh, okay. Let's do it in a safe way. Can you put a second list right below the players list?
Here.
No, just go to the definition of players.
Okay. Oh, with the definition of the
Higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Line 19.
Line
19.
19.
1, 9.
I can get you. Line 19, are you saying?
Yes.
This
Yes.
one?
Create a new line.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
just copy this line.
Okay.
Duplicate it. No, not inside player, just in game better.
Enough meter.
No. Get back to line 19. Duplicate that line. Directly where it is. Yeah, here. Duplicate it. And create a new list of type player.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Now I get it.
Give it some name. It doesn't matter because my goal is to remove the old list with type string of players. So players new or players list, yeah, also fine. Then get to the add method.
Oh, sorry, I did. Let's go to the add method. I can remember the shortcut to, okay, here I am.
My time is over, sadly.
Okay, sorry. I'm not a smart typist, not too much of my type. Okay, so, okay, let's comment and push.
I think we have time for one more round, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah.
Fair
so
enough.
Next one is
next one. So you will be
the
navigator.
Yeah.
And Joe will be the
okay.
The typist.
Typist.
Yeah, I'm gonna run the tests meanwhile.
Yeah, please run the test.
Done.
Okay. I think we can go on with the refactoring suggested from Ralph. So we have a player list. I'd like to start using this new list instead of in place of the string list. So where we use the player string list, we can try to replace this with the usage of players list. So just to be more precise, go to line 42. Okay, so try to use a player list as we already have all the method in place. Okay. Okay, so at this point we need to add a new player and not not a string. This so we have to be a constructor in place. Please implement it. I think you can, okay, you can do Alt Enter and then IntelliJ implement it for you. Okay, nice. Then if we go on using the new list in place of the old one. Oh.
Yeah, the tests are broken now.
The tests are broken now. Okay.
Because we have to replace the usages.
Yeah, of course, of course. So please tell me how many usages, find players, list usages, and so we, yeah, maybe the usages of the string list. Okay,
For which-
someone start the mob time. I think this we didn't start the new mob session.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I missed to press start.
Okay, thank you.
But from my feeling, maybe 2 minutes are left.
2 or 3 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So how many places we have to replace the old list with the new one? Yo,
do you want the compiler to tell us?
yeah, maybe.
Cool. Let's break it. I love it. Why not?
We have a nice, yeah. Okay, okay. Okay.
Wow, risky. I like it.
Yeah.
Now there is no compilation problem. Look,
Something
Okay, so
should
run
be
the test.
wrong. No.
but the tests are failing.
The tests are failing, so we are taking a step to bigger step.
What did you rename? Did the new list or the old list? I think you renamed the
Go
new
on.
list.
Yeah, so everywhere it's like the whole code keeps using players, but the list is no longer string, it is player.
Yeah. And how is the test failing? Let's see.
I think the player should be value. Now it is just a class. Just as a string, it should be value. So we need to overwrite, I think, equals and hash code.
Can we see first failure? Sorry for intervening, but I think we're missing something. Can you click on the see the differences? The blue link. No, a bit above. Click to, there. Exactly. Wow. Isn't that ugly? What's that? It's the toString of an object.
Exactly. We need to implement the toString method for player class.
That could be the easiest way. Interesting.
Yeah. Please you override toString. Yeah. 2.
Oh wait, and the string. Sorry.
We need toString even.
Sorry.
Someone in the chat is suggesting instead of toString, use getName.
I'm not a fan of getter, to be honest. Let's see what happens implementing string. Run the test. Okay.
Green.
Cool.
Okay.
Phew.
Exactly. All right. Now, on this moment, I have to jump in and say, I'm not a big fan of toString either. I mean, concatenating toString for business purposes, for print or for presentation purposes, I'm not sure. What do you think, folks? Would you use toString for outputting some presentation formatted version, or would you keep it just for debugging purposes? What is your opinion on this?
It depends, of course. I use toString most of the time for logging stuff for my business, not to real business, let's say. But yeah, I think that in this time, in this situation, is the easiest thing to do, and to me is fair enough. Okay, so please remove the old players one list also. We can get rid of the unused new stuff, and yeah, I think, I don't know, we want to go.
Time's up.
Okay, exactly, time is up.
Very cool. Very cool. So amazing. So now we have 10 more minutes. We could push what you have, but the actual code, as you saw, is not really amazingly, wow, what code we wrote. That was not the goal, right? That was not the goal. The goal is to work together. And we'll be perfectly honest with you folks. We only experimented 30 or 40 minutes in advance how it feels to work together. Besides that, as you can see, we have rather completely different styles of working. So that's really the challenge thing. So we don't work in the same project. We don't have the same business knowledge. We don't have the same... We have different nationalities, for Christ's sake. So this is one of the most... Yes, please, John.
Yeah, I wanted to say that also this the kata that you're working on is not familiar everybody with. Like, I don't know all the rules of this game, for example.
Look, exactly, good. So it's just like in real life. I, and probably Ralph, definitely seem to have known this exercise before, but it's very cool when someone completely new to the problem jumps in and we learn together. Someone said in the chat, like Ralph said, we are actually refactoring and learning along the way. Ferdinando told me that he's not a big fan of this style of refactoring. He likes a more structured approach, like understand first. And I agree, in real life situations, you can't afford to do bugs
I'm
and
not
not
a
understand.
fan of, let's say, wild refactoring, because if you don't have the right safety net, you can go straight to the...
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned also like can we run the test with coverage also. The goal of this kata was not to actually refactor this to a perfect solution, rather to show the flow. But I think if I was refactoring this, I would have made sure that actually everything is covered first with maybe approval tests or something. And I think the characterization test that we're having does that already for us.
Does that? It's fully covered. Yes, I can.
Yeah,
I can
exactly.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, wild refactoring, what I call Tarzan style, is not in the style of Ferdinando, but I think Ralph and me will do that on a regular basis. So it's a different style, right?
It's fun if you have the right safety net, of course.
Yeah, of course. But if you have the right safety net, it could work. Right. Now, look, what's my plan? To go over some things that we talked to with each other in the preparation of this meeting, and then you can jump in, folks, and with questions. And is 5 minutes too short? Probably. We wanted to force a bit of things. We said, okay, 5 minutes, and you're not strong style pair programming. You're not allowed to touch the keyboard unless someone tells you to. So this is the most extreme form you can ever see. You can say 10 minutes. 10 minutes is usually said in remote setting. Maybe 12, maybe 7, something like that, right? Now, so I will just go through the ideas and you can comment and you can bring more thoughts. So we tried strong style programming, which is when if you are typing and you have an idea, you have to explain and convince the navigator. I had some ideas, all of you had ideas, and they came back to the boss, said, "Hey, boss, what do you think about this?" You have to convince the guy. It causes much more communication, right? So the driver is just a smart typist. The driver cannot write anything without discussing and navigator to the decision in the end. Right? Maybe like Ralph did, like all of us did that. Consulted with everyone, and there are discussions surrounding some simple exercises like this. Should we use toString for that or not? Should we make a class? Should we use a logger for this? It's all sorts of ideas, right? Right. No, that's just for us. Now, in practice, in real life, you could have a driver and a navigator, and there can be other roles. Those of you who get bored in the background could research into some related technology, could read into the specification, could read into code, into more code. Like in the meantime, you don't need to sit like just watch. You can bring ideas. Like Ralph did. Hey, from the spec, I know that this is 12. This 12 is something like I said, 50 is just number of questions, right? Right. Risks. Ego. Oh, should I interrupt this guy? Will he be mad on me? We don't know each other, but if we were in the same team, I wouldn't have any kind of shame. Hey, Bianca, I don't like that. Hey, Razvan, my colleagues, I don't like that. Right? So it could be a problem with more experienced people, but they should learn to accept comments and they should kindly explain their position and their ideas. Okay. So the experienced people, they will learn to have patience. They will have to listen and to explain. Now, of course, they will feel like, oh my God, this guy is so slow. But the point to, you know, that if you have some experience behind you, you know that your main role today is not to deliver code, is to help others grow. You can't do everything yourself. So it makes you brutally realize this. If you try to mob, if you try to pair program with someone slower than you have to keep talking every day. Ralph told us Alt and then drag. Oh, multi-cursor, yeehaw, right? We learn something so for juniors is massive learning. This is a massive learning experience. Nothing like anything you've ever seen, more than anything you've ever seen. Why to mob? I mean, first of all, opportunity to learn together. Yeah, one of the most effective ways I personally know of. This is one of the best ways, and those guys also. I mean, we share this idea, right? And to open the mind, not to ship some software. It won't be faster, of course, right? But there is this mindset of productivity equals 10 monkey times 2 hands. No, that's not how we write software. Huh? We keep going back to the same ideas again and again. And we have banging our head, and mobbing or pair programming will help us move more steadily, not necessarily faster. Okay, right. Multiple disciplines. You could have a front end joining the mob, bringing ideas, depending on how the mindset of the team is, depending how full stack you are, right? If you include the business analyst in the mob, Eric Evans will be very happy. What's that? Who said that? Okay, sorry. Better developers. It gets to better developers and better the team, which is a real problem in COVID times. Okay, you've mentioned XP practitioner. Well, some of you don't know what XP means. Jov, how would you define when someone asks you? You said you're an XP practitioner. How do you explain that? What, you know Windows XP? How do you explain to people? Come on, tell
Windows XP for life.
Windows XP for life.
Yeah, XP practitioner is a person who is practicing XP practices, which are like soft and hard skills. So some of them are like test-driven development, refactoring, evolutionary design. Those are some of the hard practices, and the soft practices are like the collaboration, pair programming, mobbing now, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's one of the most pure form of Agile, I used to say. I mean, it's one of the most pure form at the time that Agile was invented. So extreme programming really pushes you to go pairing and mobbing and unit testing and TDD if you can.
Yeah, right. It helps you facilitate, as you said, first the growth of others, but also your own growth.
Yeah, the only act you are forced to explain someone else how to do things, the only fact you have to convince someone else that your solution, that your opinion is a valid one. It's a great act of learning. It's a great act of clarifying problem you're solving. Yeah, it's quite powerful in pair programming, in traditional extreme programming scenario, but in mob programming is even better because you can invite someone else in the company. You can have the product owner, the business analyst, someone else trying to guess what are you doing, try to put their ideas on the table.
Yeah. It forces you to communicate more, something that developers are not very good at, and it pushes it hits exactly in the pain point. Ouch! We don't know how to express ourselves, so let's do pairing, let's do mobbing. Right? That's exactly what you want to get out of that. Also, I would say that, in my opinion, what I say in my trainings and my discussion, folks, if you start a new project, pair programming is mandatory for the first 3 months. I mean, you can't really. I mean, what if some guy writes code in this style and then you guys write in that style? What you do for 5 months from now? So pair programming, even more programming at the beginning of a challenging project. Again, you can do that, and that's productive. That's more time efficient, in my opinion.
Also, onboarding new people.
Onboarding new people when someone joins the team, pair programming a full day with different people, with different persons different people in the team, right?
Yeah.
What if the other don't like pairing?
No more code reviews. If you do mob programming, you don't need to have code reviews. You don't need to have someone else taking his time to review your code. It's another advantage doing mobbing.
To some extent, I'm not sure you can actually completely remove code reviewing from your workflow, but it can make it much easier.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
In the last event, when Marco told us about building technical culture, she said that if stupid developer pair programmed, then one of the 2 code reviewers would be the pair. So then you make the code reviewer reviewing faster and smoother. If you
Yeah, I agree. Another thing is if you are a trainer or a coach, or how the job we do, Victor, Ralph, especially, this is a very powerful, to me, is the most powerful technique you can use to make
everyone learn. Yes.
The thing you are doing TDD, you are explaining refactoring, you are explaining a simple design, you are explaining something. Doing this in this way is, to me, is the most powerful technique you can use.
I agree. I don't know something better, but I just wanted to add, if you start trying mob sessions now, be patient. Because in the beginning, it could be quite exhausting. You're missing breaks. Everyone thinks he has to attend all the time. No, you can actually, this mob programming is really flexible. You can step out for maybe an hour, do something else, step back. And if you
catch up where they are, where they are.
Exactly. And if the team, the mob is really used to work in a structured way, so declare a goal, follow that goal, then it's easy to step in, even if you stepped out for some minutes or even an hour.
The team keeps running. The ideas keep turning. Very good. Yeah. But don't take it just like, oh, this is what trainers do. No. It could be like the informal internal coach. I know many such people that are called to different projects to help. Okay, it could be the senior, the lead, someone that wants to. It's the best way you can use to teach someone. No? And also very helpful compared to code reviews. They are not as transactional as a code review. Who the heck said that? I don't know. But you don't have to reject or accept a code review. You can organically twist the ideas and then challenge and grow together the code, right? And for onboarding, I think we said that. Right. So again, mobbing is not for everything. If you have to bug hunt, not sure if it can help you that much. But if you have to do some creative work, some work that involves some coding style decisions, some more architectural or like, let's make a class. Wait a second, we want to all agree that we want to make a class. Wait. Let's hear about this. Why? What's the advantages and so on, right?
Even if it's just sharing a keyboard shortcut, sometimes it is very beneficial because one keyboard shortcut in long run is gonna save you hours.
Yes. And we collectively learn.
If you start from that small thing, looking at the all benefits, it's gonna be still a good thing to do.
Perfect. Very cool. And again, keep in mind, we never worked in the same project ever before, so still it worked, okay? Still it worked. Questions and ideas in the chat, or maybe other thoughts from you folks. There will be a second mob somewhere in 2 or 3 weeks from now, I think. So we can have fun. I will still be here, but there will be other participants. So let's see what questions were in the chat. What ideas? If we didn't answer them, please paste them again in the chat. All right. Try to share some of the ideas. What if we don't like pairing? Ouch. What if they don't like to communicate? Oh, wait a second. They are not very good team players or what? But honestly, you can't just kick them out. No. But what you can do, I mean, what do you think, folks? What do you think, someone?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there are people that just don't feel comfortable pairing. So we should understand that. And if they don't,
not even remote. Some people were not that close up. They weren't a big fan. But now even remote, some people reject the idea. So, what to do?
Yeah. First, like I would approach checking if, for example, what's the discomfort for them? Is it maybe the fear of not knowing, let's say, something that they
ego
blamed or something, or what's the problem? If that's the problem, we can just settle the things, like get closer to them in a sense of like being more friendly or open, and then or maybe
showing them that you also Google.
Yeah, and also show them like maybe you can participate this particular pairing only as a viewer. You can see how the process goes, and maybe that's gonna make them easier.
One idea. a good point is to ask that guy for help. Please help me with the code.
Very cool
And
one.
you're doing
Very cool.
automatically your pairing.
Even if you know the answer.
Yes.
Oh my God, what are we talking about here? Psychology, my friend. Psychology.
Yeah.
Pure psychology. Yes, very
Yeah,
cool.
the thing I do when I walk in a room with a new team is to establish a sort of code of conduct. So I like to start the session telling people that we are here to not to talk about people, but to talk about code. Because most of the time, if you work in a code base from software house from a team, they start to blaming each other. They start to say, this is a no code, my former colleague did this and stuff like that. I'm very strict at this in this point, telling people, oh, I don't, not my problem. It's not something that I like to do, talking about people. I like to talk about code. So let's talk about this if, this condition, this ugly code, but
You
not.
make the discussion safe by putting it in cold code, yes.
Yeah, I'm very strict on this. So I'm
Of
very.
course, no one should feel offended or God forbid. No, that's the end.
Yeah, exactly. You have to establish a safe place. So people have. I tell that you can make mistake. You can suggest even.
We all do, but we still respect you all. That's the point.
You can
We
propose all the weird things that cross your mind. So
exactly. Even if it seems stupid, even if it's in any idea that crosses your mind. Yeah.
There's no stupid things. There are all only opinion, only maybe new ways to do the job.
So that's about ego and being offended, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
But there's more. Some people just don't like working close with others. I met some brilliant developers that just they are the lonely guy. Right? With them, we can turn a code review into a pair programming session. You can review their code and hey, let's have a call. Explain what you did. Let's have a discussion what you did. Not let's work together. There are some developers out there which really don't. It's not about ego. It's just they don't. Cool. Yeah, we can bring the team on the same page. Perfect. So get triggers of some meetings. yes. Works for especially since it's safer than manual. What? Refactoring, I think. Forcing is never good. Yes, indeed. Invite. Okay. Yes, good. Mobbers, I liked your chemistry. Of course, they liked it. Okay, so I had one-on-one pairing and they liked it, and that's +1. That's game 1 in there. And battle by battle. Remote by me. Some people think remote pair programming is harder. Some people think it's easier. Depending on how you are with the physical contact, it's much. You have to. There is much to master, more to master. Push pull, zoom, share. It's a lot of. But it's just a habit you need to develop, nothing more. Okay. Team members' mind opens up to others. Perfect. Right. Mental games. What? Nice. How would you approach someone who doubts the productivity of more programming or pair programming in general? Your boss. You're talking about your boss over here. Now, folks, should we? I mean, I personally know 2 companies that are doing full-time remote pair programming forever. I mean, since the beginning. Full-time remote pair mob programming. What? Is this possible, right? There are exceptions. Most of us don't actually use mob programming daily, but the purpose of today, when I summoned the guys, I told them, folks, I want to convince teams to start mobbing between themselves just to learn, not to ship shit, like Uncle Bob said, not to ship shit, but to learn together, to reach consensus, to spread ideas.
Yeah, I would also check in the given situation whether these people are fine with what they call refinements or something. I know teams that are doing, for example, 4 times a week, 1 hour refinement.
Wow.
Just because they want to share knowledge.
Wow.
For the things that they want to work on. Yeah, typically those are the banks that are doing full-time Scrum or something. So I would challenge that then. How is that productive or like more economically justifiable compared to mob program, which is also knowledge sharing?
So you would attack onto some corporate meetings, basically, saying,
Yes.
are they really helping us, or are just... Isn't that the time we do the dishes these days? But let's use that in a productive way, right? I mean, what the heck? It's perfect. Is that a waste of time or what? Let's try mobbing instead. Very cool. Very cool. All right. All right. Ego or fear, yes, making it fun, making, a shame of themselves, right? Coding dojo, yes, coding dojo is when you just go and with some random code, not production, not your code, random, and people like here, you just play together, right? It's not as effective as a mob in your team back home. No, not as effective, but you learn a lot, definitely. Company's name, I can't. Managers won't like this as for them is multiple people working on the same issue. Yes, if you're saying issue, it's an incident. Incident bug hunting is not the best way to do mobbing. Maybe on very old bugs that couldn't be solved, maybe. But not for day-to-day ticket management. I'm not sure. Counter me if you think otherwise, but mobbing is for creative work, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Even to me, we are not optimizing for velocity, for effectiveness on small things. In rapid things, we are optimizing for knowledge sharing, for growth, for sustainable pace. I prefer having a team that does maybe something little, but in a sustainable pace, in a constant pace, that having deals with big ramp-ups of features delivered, and then team that struggles the next sprint to fix their bugs. So
this could happen even in ticket-driven projects, fixing the same bugs again and again. And that's the time to mob on it or to better it.
You have even contracts, so ship it and then let's start new contract for maintenance of the software.
Give ourselves a job for tomorrow.
I'd like to grab on convincing managers to do mob sessions or to try them at least out. Actually, the theory that's behind these business guy is if you put 5 different tasks to 5 different people, this is parallelization. So you get things faster.
Yeah.
But what is missed, that this single guy, he does errors. So if you now look how many fixes do you have to produce till the feature is really good? If you add all of that stuff and add also the you need to synchronize between the devs, which takes time. And if you add all of this and you show this to the managers, maybe they allow you to try mob sessions and then you can measure.
We do different mistakes. And then we need to fix our mistakes. We have different weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting. You will code faster alone, but you as a whole team, it will grow much faster if you per program or mob. Right. But Ralph hit a hotspot. Anything we say over here, tomorrow you will do this like you did yesterday. But if some open-minded manager you are able to convince to allow you, to grant you some time, 1 week, 1 day, just 1 hour a week to start with, 2 hours a week, to grant you time to work together officially. This is the official mob time. If that's a great victory. That will get you into the taste of it, and it has a better chance of continuing. So this is the whole point of this meeting. I wanted to hear more people telling you how cool this is. So trust me when I say, do more programming. Do more programming to learn yourselves. You don't need to ask the trainer. You don't need to ask the trainers. You can grow yourself, but just talking, learning to talk and to debate and to brainstorm together. Right? And mobbing is the best way for this. All right. What is that? Product manager, and I'm excited that you have presenting all these benefits. Yes, very cool. Maybe it's just managers not knowing details about it. Developers are a weird species of human. Being a manager of a developer, I would not envy you. I would not. How the hell do you understand developer, for Christ's sake? This guy don't do anything for 2 months and then in 1 week they finish everything. How the hell can you manage that chaos? It's probably one of the most challenging management areas in the world. But you know what? Dear developers, isn't this how it feels? You are not productive, not doing anything for 1 week, and then in 1 day you finish everything. This is exactly our life. How can you manage that? Parallelization. That's a joke. All right. Good. Any other?
Yeah.
We lost him.
About this topic of manager, I had the chance to arrange a mob session in a conference here in Italy, Italian Agile Days, and I had the chance to have at the keyboard 2 former developers, but now managers, engineering manager, product owners, so people that changed their role. And I had 100% success because those 2 managers called me to do these kind of things in their companies. Yeah, just to say that it's so easy sometimes to introduce some techniques, some new shift of mindset, just giving the people the chance to taste, to get their hands dirty in doing stuff like that. It's very, very, very powerful technique. Another side effect is working into teams, do some training on programming, and then discover they continue doing pair programming for their code reviews, for their regular development. So I let's say sometimes it's very easy to introduce this kind of approach in software development, because you can touch the advantages in a very quick way.
Yeah, most of the time it's just the icebreaker that will just come and say, okay, let's just try this.
Yeah.
At least from my experience.
Also to add, it's not only about producing code when you work in a team, it's not only about communication. Actually, if you do mob sessions, the team will really become closer to each other. They will more contribute to each other. You're creating a whole new dynamic of the team in the long run.
Yeah,
And
somebody
that comes
mentioned.
from sorry, please.
Yes, I think Victor mentioned that it's not about that. Yeah, you're as alone. You can type faster. You can do this faster, but in a long run, the entire team will come in this sort of seamless space. It's gonna work. It's not gonna be only you working faster, but the entire team will be sort of more cohesive in a sense.
And that's a decision every senior developer has to do for his own. Would he like to stay senior, the perfect single guy that is working, or is the next goal to improve a whole team? And then you're on, you could say, the next level. You start sharing things. Or scaling things, and your product owner or product manager will love it.
This comes from a guy that convinced his manager to spend to give the people to him for 1 week of coaching and brainstorming and mobbing and clean code study. Perhaps Ralph will tell us 1 week how did he manage to convince the management, and what did he do with his folks for 40 hours in a week. I will suppose
it was not only 1 week. We just finished 2 more days this week. And we did this by doing again mob sessions
in his team. Now, how about that? Maybe Ralph will tell us more one day, huh? Maybe.
Maybe. I think that's a bigger topic.
It's a bigger topic than you can squeeze now. All right.
But I can say baby steps will guide the way. You can't step into the door with the big solution that changes everything, which comes with great fear because you're changing a lot. To do these tiny steps one by one, and in the end, maybe you end up doing a training week.
That's the dream we all have. No, Cosmin, bike shedding, futile investment of time and energy in some not important things.
Mishai talks about bike shedding. It's a nice story to tell. Maybe someone doesn't know about this nuclear plant when a committee of people talked about where to put the bikes, where to build the parking for the bikes, and this happened to have people investing and spent a lot of time just to decide where to park their bikes, and they are building a nuclear plant, not a parking lot for bikes. Yeah, it's a pitfall. You have to be aware about this.
All of you should always be careful.
Yeah, exactly. But this happens even when you're alone, when you're in a couple. It's always let's say something to get in mind, in your mind. When you are in a group, in my experience, there's always someone that at a certain point raises his hands and says, "Okay, guys, we had enough."
Exactly. Someone should facilitate at some point, should dare to say, okay, let's stop this because it's going, let's move on.
Exactly. Stop philosophy and start coding.
And if no one takes action, you should step up and say, okay, folks, does it really matter? Who wants to move on? Do a raise of hands and
exactly.
Let the majority squeeze the discussion.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool stuff. We spent 20 extra minutes on this, so it's all of you have families, time, your own person. My wife will be slaughtering me soon. So I need to thank you very, very much for spending this time with me and sharing all these super cool ideas and helping me build these ideas here. What I would expect more of you. We'll see what will happen. Thanks again very much. And
it sounds like a joke, but we had a really good fun.
It was cool. It was cool. All right. So let's end this now. Who wants to end now? So let's end this now. We'll have more fun in the future, I'm pretty sure. Thanks to all of you. It's all recorded on YouTube, so if you want to share with someone the recording and your thoughts, you can share the link, and it's in the community page. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice.
Thanks, everyone.
Evening.
Feel free to reach
Bye.
out. Bye.
Sure. Bye. 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 Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
Exactly. That's the word. Bye. Bye. And end stream and stop share. And I have to run because I will die. Bye.